They pull you from a sleep deeper than death. The cold seeps into your bones first. It is a familiar, unwelcome sensation. For 10 years you have slept in silence. A ghost in a machine. A weapon kept in storage now. They need you again. Your name is a ghost on their lips. A legend they hoped they would never need. You are the general with no name. The one they wake when all other hope is lost. You open your eyes. The light of the med bay is too bright. A figure stands over you. The High Admiral looks tired, a man worn thin by failure. His uniform is crisp, but his eyes are ancient. He tells you humanity is on its last breath. He tells you of an enemy that cannot be reasoned with, an enemy that cannot be fought with their old ways. He shows you the star charts. Red icons blink across the screen like a plague. He calls them the weavers of starlight. They have taken everything. Sol system is a memory. Alpha Centauri is a graveyard. Humanity is a scattering of survivors, hiding in the dark, praying for an end that is not extinction. You sit up. The nutrient paste they give you tastes like despair, and maybe a hint of recycled cardboard. That could be an improvement. You listen to the reports. The Admiral's voice is hollow. He tells you their fleets were shattered, their grand strategies useless. He offers you command of what is left. He calls it the sole defense fleet. It is a lie. There is nothing left to defend. There is only what is left to avenge. You swing your legs off the biofoam slab. You stand. The motion is stiff, unpracticed. You look at the tired Admiral, and for the first time in a week, he sees a flicker of something other than fear. You simply nod. The command is yours. The enemy is a thing of terrible beauty. You watch them on the tactical display. They are the weavers of starlight. The name is terrifyingly accurate. Their fleets do not travel. They weave. They move through the void in perfect flowing patterns, lattices of light and death. They are a crystalline intelligence, a hive mind of flawless logic. Their ships are shaped like elongated crystals, gleaming, sharp, and without a single flaw. Their ships are so clean you could eat off them, if you were into eating starships. They reflect the starlight, making them seem a part of the cosmos itself. Their attacks are not born of anger or greed. They are acts of purification, a mathematical equation resolving to zero. They see life, chaotic, messy, unpredictable life, as an error, a flaw in the perfect order of the universe. They are not conquerors. They are janitors on a star-born scale. You watch old battle recordings. Human fleets engage them with courage and fire. The weavers respond with cold geometry. They move in formations that defy human intuition. They flank without seeming to move. They envelop fleets in nets of hard light. They leave no survivors. They take no prisoners. Their logic is absolute. Their advance is relentless. They have never lost a major engagement. They have never made a single strategic error. How do you fight an enemy that is perfect? You stand before the remnants of high command. 7 officers. Each one carries the weight of 1,000 lost ships. They look at you, their eyes a mixture of desperation and doubt. They expect a miracle. You plan to give them something else entirely. You bring up the tactical display. You show them the weaver's perfect formations, the beautiful, deadly geometry. You point to their flawless logic, their absolute predictability. And then you smile. It is not a reassuring smile. Your plan is born of desperation. It is a ghost's gambit. You tell them you will not fight the weavers, not on their terms. You will not meet their perfect lines with your broken ones. You will not try to outthink a machine that is pure thought. You will use their perfection against them. You will give them what they expect: chaos, incompetence, desperate, foolish moves. You will present them with a puzzle so illogical, so human, that their perfect minds will short-circuit. The officers stare at you. They seem to be deciding if you are a genius or just sleep-deprived. You will make them believe humanity is thrashing in its death throes. You will make them confident, arrogant, and you will lead them into a trap built not of weapons and shields, but of their own flawless assumptions. You will make them walk into fire, believing it is only a shadow. The room is silent. The ghost has a plan, and it is terrifying. Your new fleet is a collection of ghosts. They are not warships, not anymore. You walk the docking bays of the secret asteroid base, Terminus. Here, the last of humanity has gathered its last resources. You see colossal mining haulers with scarred hulls. Their laser drills are clumsy, not made for combat. You see interplanetary freighters. Their cargo bays are now filled with makeshift torpedo launchers. You see ancient colony ships, arks that once carried dreams. Now they carry only the desperate hope of a fight. This is a fleet of rust and prayer. Its crews are not soldiers. They are miners, engineers, cargo pilots, and farmers. They look at you as you pass. A whisper follows you. The general. The one from the stories. The one who comes when the end is near. You see fear in their eyes. Of course you do. But you also see something else. A stubborn refusal to break. The soul of your species, burning low, but not extinguished. You stop to talk to a chief engineer, a woman with grease on her face and fire in her eyes. She is trying to coax more power from a hauler's aging reactor. She tells you the ship is named the Stubborn Mule. You laugh, a real, honest laugh. You tell her that is a fine name for a warship. You tell her stubbornness will be your greatest weapon. The rust buckets might not be pretty, but their engines have character and a lot of loud noises. The first move must be a whisper, not a shout. You stand on the bridge of your flagship, a repurposed exploration vessel named the Wanderer. Its sensors are top of the line. Its weapons are less so. You gather your new command staff. They are young, scared, but intelligent. You issue your first order. A small squadron of 7 ships is to break formation. They will head towards a Weaver patrol route. Their course is intentionally sloppy. Their energy signatures are deliberately unstable. They look like panicked refugees or incompetent scouts. One of your officers questions the order. It is a suicide run. He is correct. You look at him. Your eyes hold no malice. You explain that every move from now on will seem wrong. It must seem wrong. The Weavers analyze every action with cold logic. They will see this. They will classify it. Human incompetence. Probability 99%. The small squadron jumps into the void. You watch the tactical display. A few hours later, it happens. A Weaver patrol, 3 perfect crystal ships, intercepts them. The engagement is brief. Clinical. The 7 human ships are erased from existence. Your officer looks down. You have just sent 75 people to their deaths. You place a hand on his shoulder. You tell him to watch. The Weaver patrol files its report. Predictable, efficient. They do not deviate from their patrol route. They do not escalate. They have neutralized a minor, random threat, exactly as you planned. The first ripple has been cast. The water is still, but the monster beneath has noticed. Your intelligence team works tirelessly. They intercept Weaver communications. Most of it is indecipherable data, a language of pure mathematics. But some things can be understood. Intent, direction, You review the translation of their report on your 7 lost ships. The Weaver Conclave has analyzed the event. Their conclusion is dismissive. Minor chaotic event consistent with species' final stage collapse. They file it away. To them, it was a footnote in their grand project of cosmic cleansing. They probably calculate the optimal angle to file paperwork. They see only what they expect to see. Random human error. The pathetic last actions of a dying race. Their logic is a prison. They cannot conceive of a strategy that embraces flaws. They cannot imagine a plan that uses sacrifice as a primary tool. Their perfection makes them blind. But the reports show one anomaly. A single node in their vast consciousness, one mind, flagged the event. It added a query. Pattern analysis inconclusive. Possibility of structured chaos less than 1%. This single thought is a whisper in their crystalline court. A seed of doubt planted in a field of absolute certainty. The Weaver Conclave likely sent the report to their spam folder. But you know, one of them is watching. One of them senses that something is wrong. This is good. It means the hook is set. Now comes the true test of your will. The true test of your people's faith. You must escalate the lure. You must make them believe humanity is gathering for one final, pointless stand. You address your fleet captains. The faces on the screen are grim. They know what you are about to ask. You order hundreds of ships to move. Miners, haulers, freighters. Over 300 vessels. They are to travel to a designated system, the Viridian system. It is empty, worthless, except for one key feature. This move will expose them. It will be a massive, bright signal on every Weaver sensor in the sector. A captain speaks up. Her voice trembles, but is firm. She says this is a death sentence. The Weavers will see them. They will converge. They will annihilate them. She is right. You do not deny it. You tell them that is exactly the point. You are presenting the Weavers with a target they cannot ignore. The consolidation of the remaining human fleet. A target so tempting, so strategically obvious. They will have to send their main battle fleet. They will abandon their slow, methodical cleansing. They will come for the glorious, final battle, to erase the error of humanity in one swift, perfect stroke. The faces on the screen are pale. They understand the sacrifice you are asking for. Hundreds of ships, thousands of souls, sent to draw the attention of a godlike enemy. You tell them their sacrifice will not be in vain. It will be the move that saves everyone else. They are the lure to extinction, and they are the bravest souls you have ever known. The Viridian system is your anvil. The Weavers are the hammer. Your fleet will be the malleable iron. You chose this location with surgical precision. The system has no habitable planets, no resources of value, nothing a logical mind would see as a strategic asset. It has only one thing of interest, a binary star system, and not just any stars. Twin pulsars. They are old, violent stars, spinning at incredible speeds. They blast beams of electromagnetic radiation into the void like lighthouses. They also emit powerful gravity waves, a rhythmic, predictable pulse that warps the fabric of space itself. Your science officers were horrified by the choice. To bring a fleet of old ships near even one pulsar is dangerous. To bring them between two is madness. The gravitational tides could tear them apart. The radiation could fry every system. But your plan depends on this madness. You have timed the arrival perfectly. The Weavers will arrive. They will see your pathetic fleet huddled near the pulsars. They will read it as the ultimate act of incompetence. A final, fatal error. taking refuge in the one place that is as dangerous as they are. They will move in to strike. They will expect your ships to be sluggish, damaged by the stellar environment. They will be right. But they do not know what you know. A star's heartbeat can be a weapon. When that gravity wave hits, it will be the anvil on which you forge a new future, or are shattered into dust. The time has come. The lure is set. The enemy is on their way. Your fleet of rust and prayer waits in the storm. The crews are frightened. They are staring into the jaws of a lion. They need to hear from you. Their nameless general. Your face appears on every bridge screen, every mess hall, every engineering deck in the fleet. You look out at them. You cannot see their faces, but you can feel their fear. You do not begin with promises of glory. You do not speak of victory. You speak of survival. You tell them you know what you have asked of them. You tell them you know the odds. You look them in the eye, through the camera, and you speak the truth. We are outmatched, you say. Our ships are old. Our weapons are weak. By every logical measure, we should not be here. But logic did not build our worlds. It did not write our songs or raise our children. We are a species of illogical hope. We are a species of stubborn love. We are still here because when the night is darkest, we light our own fires. You tell them about the weavers, their perfection, their cold, empty universe. You tell them that you are not fighting for territory. You are not fighting for resources. You are fighting for the right to be imperfect, the right to be flawed, the right to be human. They think we are in error, you say. Let us show them the beauty in our mistakes. Let us show them the strength in our chaos. Your sacrifice will be the seed of our future. Your courage will be the soul of our species. Hold the line. Trust the plan. Trust each other. You finish. The channels are silent for a moment. Then, a single message appears on your screen. From the stubborn mule. It says only, "We are ready, General." They arrive, just as you knew they would. A wave of impossible perfection. The Weaver fleet emerges from warp space. Thousands of them. Not in a chaotic swarm, but in a flawless, crystalline formation. A three-dimensional lattice that fills the Viridian system with cold, sharp light. It is a sight of terrible majesty. An army of geometric gods. They move in absolute unison. Their command ship is a colossal crystal shard at the center. It glows with an internal, white-hot intelligence. The Weaver Conclave itself is here. They have come to personally oversee the final deletion of humanity. Their sensors sweep over your fleet. They see you all huddled there, 300 ships shivering in the gravitational tides of the twin pulsars. Many of your ships show signs of radiation damage, power fluctuations, system failures. Your fleet looks pathetic, broken, trapped. From the Weaver perspective, this is not a battle. It is a sanitation procedure. They have witnessed the final, foolish consolidation of a lesser species. They see a strategic blunder so profound, it borders on insanity. They believe they are witnessing a pathetic last stand, and they are about to learn how wrong they are. Perfection is walking into a fire of its own making. The Weaver fleet begins its advance. Their perfect lattice glides forward, a wall of inevitable death. They open their weapon ports. Beams of pure energy begin to charge. They will erase you from this system in a single, coordinated volley. Everything is proceeding according to their calculations. On your bridge, a countdown timer reaches 0. An alarm blares. Not an alarm of panic, but of timing. Now, a science officer shouts. The pulse is coming. You see it on the sensors. A wave of distorted space-time, erupting from the closer pulsar. A literal gravity wave, racing towards both fleets. The Weaver fleet detects it. Their logic tells them to brace, to reinforce their shields. It is the sensible, predictable thing to do. You stand on your bridge, calm in the heart of the storm. All ships you command. Your voice is steel. Ignite main drives. Full power. Now it is the most counterintuitive order imaginable. To blast forward into a gravity wave. To ride the tsunami, not hide from it. Across 300 battered ships, scared but faithful crews obey. Old engines roar to life. Miners, haulers, and freighters surge forward. They fly directly into the distorted wave of a dying star. And your fleet moves in ways star science calls impossible. The symphony of chaos begins. The gravity wave hits your fleet first. Your ships are built for rough work. They have powerful inertial dampeners. They were made to survive asteroid fields and turbulent nebulas. They groan and shake. Systems flicker, but they hold. The wave does not break them. It pushes them. It accelerates them to unbelievable speeds. A fleet of rust buckets surfing a wave of pure gravity. Then the wave hits the Weavers. Their ships are perfect instruments. Designed for the sterile calm of deep space, they are not built for this. Their perfect crystal lattice shatters. The gravity wave rips through their formation. Their automated systems try to compensate. But they are compensating for stable physics, not for this anomaly. Their flawless logic becomes their undoing. Ships that were meters apart are suddenly slammed together. Their rigid formations become a demolition derby. Crystal hulls splinter. Energy cores overload. The Weaver fleet, the symbol of cosmic order, is thrown into absolute, bewildering chaos. Their communications are a scream of broken data. Their perfect hive mind is experiencing a system-wide crash. They cannot adapt. They can only break. This is your moment. The anvil has struck. The hammer has fallen. Now, the dagger must find the heart. Your fleet emerges from the gravity wave, battered but intact, and moving with impossible velocity. You are no longer the prey. You are the hunters. You are inside their shattered formation. They are all around you, confused, damaged, paralyzed. Their logic has failed them, and they have no backup plan for that. All ships you command, your voice ringing with triumph. Target their command vessel. Cut the head from the snake. Your rust bucket fleet carves through the confusion. Mining lasers, never intended for combat, tear through delicate crystal hulls. Makeshift torpedoes find their marks on exposed engine arrays. The stubborn mule rams a Weaver cruiser, its reinforced prow cracking the enemy ship in two. It is not a clean fight. It is a brawl. And you are leading the charge. Your flagship, the Wanderer, weaves through the debris field, straight towards the glowing, colossal shard at the center of the chaos. You break their flagship. You break their will. Your charge is relentless. The Weavers, masters of ranged geometric combat, are helpless in a close-quarters melee. Their ships are not designed to maneuver in such chaos. Yours were born in it. You reach the Weaver command vessel. The Conclave's shard. It is immense, a mountain of crystal and light. It tries to bring its main weapon to bear, but it is too slow, too ponderous. Your fleet swarms it like angry wasps. Torpedoes strike its core, mining beams slice at its energy conduits. The great crystal ship shudders. The light within it flickers, dies. A chain reaction rips through its hull. The heart of the Weaver fleet implodes in a silent, brilliant flash. With its destruction, the hive mind is severed. The remaining Weaver ships go inert. They drift aimlessly, their flawless logic gone. Their god is dead. Silence falls over the battlefield. The comms channels are filled with the ragged breaths of your crews, disbelief, awe, triumph. Then, a single broken transmission comes from a damaged Weaver scout ship, an attempt to communicate. Your systems translate the mathematical concept. It is not a name they were given for you. It is a name they have created for you. A new concept born from their terror. They whisper your new name across the stars. Ghost. The war is far from over. This was one battle, one victory. The Weaver intelligence is vast. They will recover. They will adapt. But something fundamental has changed. You have taught them something new. You stand on the bridge of the Wanderer. The twin pulsars of the Viridian system cast long, sweeping shadows across the wreckage. Your fleet is battered. You have suffered losses. The cost of this victory was high. But you are alive. Humanity is alive. You have given them a future, a chance. But you have also given the enemy a gift. The Weavers were perfect, logical, predictable. They operated without emotion, without fear. Now they know you. The ghost, the illogical variable, the chaos in their perfect equation. The surviving Weaver ships flee the system, and for the first time in their ageless existence, they broadcast a signal you have never detected from them before. The mathematical equivalent of terror, the fear of the unknown. And they are afraid of you.